Hey guys, Allie here. So today's topic is, what is keto-adapted? Essentially, it means you've gone from being a glucose or sugar burner to a fat or ketone burner as your primary fuel source. The benefit about that is now you can actually tap into the stored fat. So that would be awesome. The analogy I heard, and I've shared before in another video, is somebody said it's essentially like if you have a deep freezer and you have a fridge. Well, typically you won't tap into your deep freezer until you run out of food in your fridge. All of a sudden, you're scrounging for food anywhere you can find it. So you're going to head to that deep freezer to find out what foods are in there that you can actually use to fuel yourself so that you can keep going. Same with your body. If it's not constantly getting bombarded with food, if it's not constantly getting bombarded with glucose and sugar, especially refined stuff that just tends to suck more life out of us than it gives us, then what's going to end up happening is your body's going to say, hey, I need more fuel here. So it's going to actually start going into your stored fat cells, yay, and digging some fat out of there for its fuel source. Big, big plus. This is how you're going to actually see weight loss happen, by not giving your body the fuel all the time. Seriously, if there's always food on hand, what would be the need to go into the fat storage to actually recover that? So a lot of people try to acquire the same result by doing a caloric restriction. It's not about reducing your calories, it's about changing the type of calories you're actually taking in. When you take a look at it, fat is actually higher calorically than carbs or protein. So why can you eat a high-fat diet and still lose weight? If you're doing the ketogenic diet, that's awesome. If you're doing intermittent fasting, that's awesome. If you combine the two, that's amazing. I've done ketogenic and I had okay results. I've done intermittent fasting and I had okay results. When I put the two together, that's when I started seeing the changes that I'm seeing now. The other perk about being keto adapted is you actually can go from being a fat burner to a glucose burner, and you can actually switch back and forth pretty easily, and your body does just fine. Not so much if you're a sugar burner. If you're a sugar burner, you will need sugar to keep feeling like you got a lot of energy, because when you don't have it, your body does not easily go into the reserves to actually pull out that fat to use it for energy. It'll actually just send signals to you of, we're crashing, please get some more sugar in here. But when you're keto adapted, let's say you're fasting for a period of time, or it's time for you to eat and you actually can't get to food right away. But your body just says, hey, no problem. I got food in storage. I'll go grab that and use that as fuel until we get some more nutrients in our body. And that's an awesome byproduct of being keto adapted, is having that ability at any time to go into the reserves that we always have in our body in order to take fat from our storage cells and use them. That's what they're there for. They weren't there just to hang out and hold for long periods of time, just adding pounds and pounds and pounds of weight and health issues to our body. They were there for small reserves, for the short periods of time that we need to go between meals in order to still be able to sustain the lifestyle that we want, the physical activity that we need, and the mental clarity that we desire. Glucose or ketones? I mean, we've heard the debate, and they say that our body needs glucose. Really, there's only certain cells in our body that actually have to have glucose. The majority of our body, even our brain, runs very well off of ketones. So honestly, we don't have to ingest as much glucose as we need. Our body has the ability through something called gluconeogenesis to actually convert ketones into glucose for those cells that actually need it. So being keto adapted is perfectly fine. I know a lot of people say it's unsafe. Doctors will say it's absolutely unhealthy for you, but what they're confusing is ketosis with ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is not a good situation for diabetic patients. Ketosis is a natural functioning thing, because otherwise, how would we ever fast for our blood tests? How would we ever fast when we have to go pre-surgery? How would we ever fast if we wanted to for spiritual reasons, just to take some time and draw closer to God? How would we ever fast if we just wanted some breakthroughs in our lives? How would we ever fast for any reason that we may choose to fast for? Like maybe we're not feeling good. Maybe we got a stomach bug and there's days that we're just not eating a whole lot or eating anything really until all that clears out. How is that really possible? And to be able to sustain ourselves if it was a deadly or an unhealthy thing? It's not. That's a myth. It's a misunderstanding. Ketosis is perfectly fine. Keto adapted is awesome. It's a level that you want to reach when you're doing the ketogenic diet, and with intermittent fasting, it's really a big plus. So how do you know that you're keto adapted would be the next question. One is going to be absolutely in the way you feel. You are not going to feel like the same person. I do not feel like the same person today as I did before I started this whole journey. Every single day that goes by, I feel better and better, except for more recently since I've been dealing with this whole poison oak issue and not sleeping well. I still have issues with different things that are going on in my body. I still deal with allergy issues. I still have digestive issues. I still have inflammation in my body. I still have a lot of things going on. I was just metabolically destructive for my body for at least 35, 40 years. I have not been eating very well. I've been putting things in my body that are absolutely harmful to it, and I've been unhealthy for a good portion of my life. I've tried to make some corrections here and there, but I always failed at it. I'm only 12 weeks into this ketogenic intermittent fasting journey, so I know it's going to take some time. And for you, I know it may take some time too. I hope we'll both be patient with our bodies as they take the time to heal like they're supposed to. I hope we keep fueling our bodies the way that they need to be fueled in order to keep seeing the good results that I'm already experiencing, and I hope that you're experiencing now or will soon. That's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comment section below. If you have subscribed to this channel already, thank you so much for doing so. If you haven't, I hope you'll consider doing so and continuing to follow me on my journey and staying tuned for more videos like this. If you decide to share this for any reason, thank you so much for helping me to reach other people and to be a blessing to them and to help them be their very best. And that's a wrap for this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks.